Hello everybody, welcome back to There's Always More podcast. I'm your host, Nicole Segovia. It is so great to see everybody again. First of all, I just want to say my podcast hit 500 downloads. That is insane. Thank you so much from the bottom of my heart. I hope that you guys are enjoying my content and I hope that you guys are having a great Monday. I just want to kind of give you a recap of my life. I am back at my college, at my university. We are back in person, and I must say, I kind of forgot how to be a student. I don't know if that's anybody else or if that's just me, but I just feel like I forgot how to function as a student. I guess I thought I knew what I was doing, but being on Zoom full time and then having to go back was definitely a learning curve for me, but we are adjusting. I'm going to start week 3, so we'll see how that's going. I do have 26 units this semester, so my college kids know that is a bunch of units, but we are pushing through. We are doing great. It's just a matter of me having good time management, being organized, and staying on top of things. Hence the reason why I look like this. I'm coming at you. I just finished my homework that was due literally at midnight, so I finished it. Now I have some time to myself, and I figured, you know what, I'm gonna record tomorrow's podcast. So without further ado, I want to welcome you guys to today's episode. I'm going to be talking about friendships and how to maintain a healthy friendship, because honestly, I feel like friendships are hard. You ever think about your friends and you kind of sometimes it's worse than a breakup, because same. And here's why. Friendships are with people that you invest time, love, and energy into, right? So when you have a friend, you care about what they do, you have their best intention in mind at all times. You want to keep up with them. You want to, know what they're doing, see how they're doing, know their progress and things like that. And you also want them to care about you, right? You want to have what you give them reciprocated to you. And that was the difference between a good friend and a bad friend. A good friend will give you those things, and a bad friend will just take them but never really give. So I want to talk about how to really help yourself set boundaries and have good friends with good intentions that want nothing but the best for you, because those are the type of friends that are going to carry you through life, and those are the type of friends that will keep you in the loop of their life, but they're not going to pour themselves onto you to the point to where you feel like you have to carry them. Okay, so I've had both types of friends. I've gotten out of toxic friendships. I've had to address a few things with some friends, and it's not the easiest thing, but I think it's important that it's done. And when you address your feelings with your friends, I think it's important to stay authentic and just really speak your mind, because you never know the type of response you're going to get. For an example, sending a text to a friend about how you're feeling, maybe you feel like they haven't been, reciprocating the same things as you and things like that. It's not the easiest text to send, but you guys, every time that I've done it, I've gotten nothing but love back. And the important thing to remember is that you don't know what they're going through all the time. And so before you make assumptions, oh my gosh, this piece of hair is driving me insane. Before you make assumptions, ask them. Just ask them, hey, this is how I've been feeling. How have you been feeling? How are you? I miss you. Whatever the message is, right? And I just want to say, it's also very mature of a person to do that. It's very mature, and it shows that you truly do care about that person. So reach out to that person. Maybe you haven't talked to this person for a really long time and you're thinking about them. Send them a text, call them. You never know what the response is going to be. And guess what? If it's not what you were expecting it to be, all you can say is, hey, I did my part. And that's the most important thing in anything in life. You can only do so much, and the rest is left to the other person. And if that is meant to be, then it's meant to be. And if it's not, then you know that you did what you had to do, and that is off your chest forever. Another thing is really understand the types of friends and what they are to you in your life. For example, I have friends that I go out with. I have friends at school. I have acquaintances. I have friends that have a lot of the same hobbies as me, whether it's volleyball, Arbonne, or working out, or things like that. Not every friend is that person all the time, right? So maybe my friend likes to go swimming. Maybe I don't like swimming that much. Find friends in different areas. Don't put all your friends in one basket, and here's why. Because one day you're gonna branch out and you're gonna have your own life, and it might be different from your friends and it might not always align, but what's important is that you have friends in all the different areas of life so that you are never alone, right? Like, I feel like it's important to have different friend groups. Like, yes, I understand that you want to have maybe like your tight group of five, right? Like, but at the same time, I feel like I love my school friends, and I also love like my volleyball friends, and I love my friends that I've known since high school. Like, I have different groups of friends and they all give me something different, right? And I think that's very important. And I also learn a lot of things from my friends, and I learn different things from them. So I like the fact that I don't have all my eggs in one basket, and you never know what you can learn from people. Just meet new people, talk to them, see where they're from, their background, and you never know. Another big lesson that I've learned recently and have been putting into practice is it is okay to say no. I am the person that will always say yes, even if that means that it makes my life more difficult. So recently I've learned, you know what, like, okay, I want to help people, but at the same time, is it going to help me? And even though sometimes, guys, I'm asked to do things and I can fit them in to my schedule or whatever, I just don't want to. Like, it's simple as that. I do not want to. And learning how to say no, and whether or not that person understands, is not your problem. They are asking you for a favor and you have the power to say no. If you can do it, great. If it's going to interfere with your own life, your studying, your homework, your work schedule, and there's just like, it's more of a struggle than it is of ease to do it, say no. And I had to learn that in a hard way. I would like overload my schedule, and then I'd be stressed out, and then that reflects on how I treat people, that reflects on how I treat myself, and it's just not a good combination. So I feel like when you just hone in on the things that you need to do, and if someone asks for a favor and you can fit it in without a problem, do it. If you have issues, just tell them no. I promise you, they should understand if they are truly meant to be in your life. It's that simple. Another thing that has been super helpful in my friendships is understanding that everybody needs space. So yes, I love to hang out with my friends, and I love to go out, and I love to do all the things, but at the same time, guys, I need time for myself. So it's okay to say no when your friends ask you, like, hey, let's go out. And if there's 4 of you and 2 of them are gonna go, let them go. Like, I don't like when people get angry in friend groups, like if they can't go or something. That doesn't mean that the whole group can't go. That means you can't go. So I just feel like if you're that person, maybe just kind of reevaluate. Like, why do you get angry when your friends go out without you? Are you jealous of something? If they're your real friends, then you shouldn't really be jealous of anything, right? Like, real friends make each other better. And that is something that I've learned, and that is something that I cherish now. And all of my friends truly make me a better person. And if you're my friend watching, know that. And I just feel like when you solidify friendships, the rest of it is so easy, because understanding that there's also lifelong friends and then there's temporary friends, and those temporary friends are sometimes there for hard lessons, and they're sometimes there just to be good memories that just don't last forever, and that's fine. But don't try to hold on to things that aren't meant to be forever. It's okay. And I know that I sound like a robot, but once you realize all these things, guys, your life is so much easier, and you can enjoy those friends too a lot more, because you weren't so worried about what's going to happen in the future, and all of the things that hold you back from living in the moment are no longer there. I also want to mention that I have a lot of friends who I don't talk to for months, and then we reconnect, and it's like we never missed a beat. And those friends are so special, because those types of people are people that you just know are always going to be there. And it's like one of those like indescribable things. I don't know how to describe it, but it's like if I picked up the phone and called somebody and they answered and we picked up right where we left off, it's like I know that that person is going to have my back regardless of the situation, right? So it's important to recognize those type of friends too. And I encourage you guys, like, if you haven't reached out to somebody in a while, if you haven't checked in on somebody, do it right now. Like, what are you so afraid of? Because I'm going to be very honest. I am a friend, and I am the friend who always checks up on everybody. And I, of course, have people that check up on me, But sometimes it gets a little tiring, like being the one to check up on everybody and being the one that plans all the events and like tries to get people together. Like, it's tiring. And so if you feel like me and you feel like you're that person, sometimes it's okay to take the back burner. Sometimes it's okay to let somebody else do the work. Let them do it too. It's fine. We're all friends for a reason, right? And again, it's okay to express those feelings to your friends as well. I think it's also very mature if the whole entire friend group understands and supports one another when it comes to talking about tough subjects like this, because let's be honest, nobody actually wants to talk about and confront people like this. Like, it's hard. You love these people. You don't want them to be mad at you. So when you confront them, it's like you're crossing your fingers that their response is like normal and not angry at you. So I get it. But just remember, again, if these people are meant to be in your life, things are going to work out. And I just want to let you guys know that I appreciate every single one of you that supports this podcast. I love coming on here and talking to you guys and updating you on my life. I'm not going to lie, I've been a bit of a mess. Having, again, so many units with work and just my regular trying to maintain a social life. It's a lot, but I keep reminding myself, like, I'm doing it for a reason. I keep, week 3, what week are we on? We're done in December. Like, keep it coming. But I just want to say thank you, because your guys' comments and feedback and support keeps me going, and it just reminds me, again, why I started this podcast. And I love when I get feedback from people that I don't even know. It's so motivating to me that I am able to inspire people that I have never even met. So if you are somebody that has been inspired, please let me know. Like, I promise I will respond. I love reading your guys' comments. And if you want to follow me, my Instagram is Nicole Segovia, NicoleSegovia. And again, share my podcast, guys. Get the word out there. Tell your friends to watch. I love doing these things for you. And I will be uploading every other Monday. So with that being said, I hope that you guys have a great day, and don't forget that there is always more.